Maine Governor Paul LePage is our next maniac. He has recently come under fire after a critical series of articles in 3 Maine newspapers. Paul LePage responded by cutting off those papers' access to administration officials. Same week that the Portland Press-Herald, the Kennebec Journal, and the Morning Sentinel published an in-depth analysis of the administration's work to undermine environmental protections, a spokeswoman told them they would no longer respond to requests, even for public documents, because the newspaper's parent company made it clear that it opposed this administration. Who do you think that parent company is?
So the administration's the parent company of the newspaper, so they oppose the administration.
So it's probably not the Koch brothers.
Well, or it can't be. It's not News Corp or the Koch brothers, correct?
That's interesting. So the papers ended up conducting extensive investigation into a former corporate lobbyist appointed by LePage to be commissioner of Maine's Department of Environmental Protection. What they found was this woman, Patricia Aho, had fought environmental laws and enforcement since her appointment in 2011. The positions she had taken include blocking of implementation of a 2008 law to protect youth from dangerous chemicals, reducing enforcement on land developers, rolling back recycling programs, and purging information from the department's website. What kind of environmental leader is doing these kind of things?
Republican ones.
Clearly. I mean, it's absolutely insane. If you asked any member of our society, do you think it's a good idea to protect youth from dangerous chemicals?
They'd be like, yeah.
It's not even up for debate.
I think we all assume that we all think it's a good idea to recycle. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be par for the course at this point. And, one of the most telling things is the reducing enforcement on land developers. That's something that, you could easily be getting some huge kickbacks behind closed doors for allowing land developers to purchase land that's previously protected. And I think that these 3 newspapers have every right to be writing these critical series of articles. And the fact that Governor Paul LePage responded with not increased transparency, but just shutting the door on these newspapers really shows where this guy's at. And I don't approve of it.
I mean, not only is it not unethical, but I think, it's just downright wrong. This is about freedom of the press, and the people that elected you should know what you're doing, and that's what the press's job is, to expose them or to talk about it. And the fact that you've limited those individuals sort of speaks volumes to who you are as a person, your political, what you're willing to do to win. The question is what the people of Maine think.
Yeah, that's a good point, and hopefully they're going to get some good press about this, and maybe, when this character is up for his, next appointment, maybe he won't get elected. That's all we can hope for at this point. But from what I understand, Maine seems to be a pretty environmentally friendly state, so it seems likely that the citizens are not happy about this.
You're probably right. I wonder how Senator Angus Kane feels about these matters.
Probably not pleased. What do you think?
I don't know. I think we should ask his office.
Well, hopefully he'll respond.
He might not.